Good morning! Good morning, everybody. It's January 15th, 2026, Thursday morning. My name's Malcolm. I got a cup of coffee. I got all kinds of people in the chat over here already waiting for me this morning. I got Butler, I've got Loki, I got Mel. Thanks, you guys, for joining in so early and waiting patiently for me to come up here and ramble some random stuff off for you guys. Today is National Bagel Day. I had a bagel for breakfast. I didn't even know it was Bagel Day. It was meant to be. It was kismet. Don't get to use that word often. But yeah, I get a blueberry bagel. Yeah, they have little blueberries in them. I didn't make them. I looked up the recipe. I don't know how to make bagels. Um, I just haven't done it. I think I will. Maybe I'll try it this weekend. It's not that hard, really. The boiling them for 30 seconds is the only odd thing. But yeah, bagels. Um, how is everybody? I think we're doing all right this morning. And Loki had French toast this morning for breakfast. Well, there you go. I haven't had French toast in a while. Of course, I don't have any syrup either. Well, I do have a little bit of syrup. I don't like that syrup. I need better syrup if I'm going to have French toast or pancakes or anything that requires syrup. I think you can put syrup on pretty much anything you want. Really, kind of like icing. Hey, Butler got himself a membership. Thank you, sir, or a gifted one even better. Oh, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. I'm talking fast. Am I always talking fast? I think I always talk fast. I don't know. But yeah, National Bagel Day. I like my bagels with cream cheese. Keep it simple. Some people put jelly on them. I don't know why. I thought that was kind of odd. But yeah, it deserves cream cheese. Just good old fashioned cream cheese. And you're set. And it's good to go. I'm talking fast, but not hyper fast. There's a speed limit to my talk. I need to slow it down just a little bit, like this right here. Mel can't keep up. It's too early in the morning for all that fast chat. But anyway, what do you call an elephant that doesn't matter? An irrelevant. There's your dad joke for the day. You can tell that to someone if you like. With Cheez Whiz? A bagel with Cheez Whiz. Really? The canned cheese that squirts out. Cheez Whiz. Or is that do they sell Cheez Whiz in a jar still? Or is that only in the spray can type stuff? I don't know. As a kid, I like the canned stuff. When you're a kid, you like all that kind of stuff. You get older, you're like, you know what? This is kind of gross. I can't believe I ate that. Pressurized cheese. I don't know. I get a block of cream cheese and I spread it on my bagel. It's all good. That's the way I do it. The spray can. On the cracker. I don't know. If you were like on the road maybe, and you just had to have cheese and crackers while you're on the road, then you get the little packets that are already put together. I don't see. Yeah, I mean, to each their own. If you like the canned cheese, go for it. That's all I can tell you. Not for me. I don't know. Like silly string. It is like silly string, but a lot slower. Silly string's fast. Sprayed cheese is kind of, it is slower. If it goes out that fast, you'd have problems. You'd have cheese everywhere if it's sprayed out like silly string. That'd be quite the mess. I don't think anybody would want that. I don't think it would sell. It could be a good gag gift if you took it to somebody's house and swapped out their Cheez Whiz with the string cheese whiz that sprayed out super fast, and then you hear them talking about it the next day. I went to get my cheese and just sprayed all over the kitchen. Had to clean it up for an hour. Cheez Whiz is in the glass jar. I've never had the Cheez Whiz in the glass jar. The spreadable goop of Cheez Whiz in a jar. I'm surprised they still use glass and not a little plastic squeeze bottle or something like that. Nope, got the little clink, 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 clink glass jar. What are you gonna do? I'm learning stuff here. In 2001, Wikipedia launches. Yeah, good old Wikipedia. It says since it went live in 2001, it has more than 6.8 million articles in more than 300 languages. It used to got a bad rap. Wikipedia. People get in there and be like, put in a little something in there and change the article, and then somebody would have to go back and correct it, and people got tired of trolling Wikipedia. So it's fairly accurate. It's got some good information in there. If you're looking stuff up, it'll give you references to where it found the information, things like that. So yeah, is it Encyclopedia Britannica? No, but it's like a crowdsource open source type thing that everybody gets to participate in. So yeah, it's still slugging along there. Now with AI, I don't know if people are going to be using Wikipedia as much. You had to dip the cheese. We're back to the cheese again. Plastics are illegal in Canada. All plastics are illegal in Canada? No squeeze bottles of any kind. You have to do glass jars. Huh. Well, there you go. It's not Encarta. Yeah. No, that's not Encarta either. I remember Microsoft had Encarta. That's right. Yeah. But with AI, you just ask AI this and AI that. It might reference Wikipedia, but most of the part, it just does its own thing. And if you think about it, AI is just taking your search and digging up stuff it finds on the internet and gives it to you. It's not like just, it doesn't have its own little brain knowing all this stuff. It's just looking it up for you faster. But anyway, articles up. Yeah, some articles can be leaning left and right in Wikipedia depending on who's providing the information, the references. And if nobody wants to counter that, it's going to be, it could be lopsided. I don't know. I've used Wikipedia a few times, but I'm not like, ooh, let's go to Wikipedia and find out. I just Google stuff. Just hit on Google, look up a few, the first 4 or 5 top searches, and then go from there. Jerry says hi this morning. Hey, Jerry, good morning to you. Thanks for dropping in this morning and saying hi. Lopsided. Yep, be all lopsided. My coffee is not lopsided. It's dead on. Bam! Loving it this morning. Man, I'm just blowing right through all the stuff I got for you today. Wikipedia. Who would have thunk? There was another story, not a really good story as far as good news type stuff goes. In 1919, there was a maple syrup that flooded the streets in Vermont or something like that. I don't remember where it was exactly. In 1919, and it killed people. There was this huge vat, and it exploded, and it created this tidal wave of maple syrup going down the street, and it killed people. Damn. They used to be going down like, oh, have a great day at work today. No problem, honey. Just going, syrup. That would be bad. I don't know. It is bad ways to die, kind of embarrassing ways to die. How'd you die? I died in syrup. Yeah. That wouldn't be too good. Hey, Liz, how's it going? Dead can rise with my coffee. The dead can rise with your coffee? Oh, yeah. North Korea cannot access the internet. Not the internet that we know of. I think they have computers and stuff, but they don't have Google and things like that. Iran, they blacked out the internet because of all their revolution that's going on. The government said, you know what? No internet. But was it the Starlink? Some people have had Starlink access, so they still could use the internet, satellite internet. So that was kind of a few people have that to get information out what's going on. That's a whole lot of mess going on in Iran right now. We normally don't talk about that kind of stuff on here, but yeah, you said internet access, and that popped in my mind. But I go back to when there wasn't the internet. Was it that bad, really? When you didn't have the internet? If you think about it, if you can remember that far back, for some of us, if you didn't know something, you just didn't know it. If you couldn't look it up at the library, there was a comedian talked about that. He said, before the internet, if you wanted to know where like Tom Petty grew up, if you didn't know somebody who was like a Tom Petty fan, you wouldn't know. You would just go about your day going, I have no idea where Tom Petty's from. And then one day you'd cross paths, somebody had a Tom Petty t-shirt, and you'd ask him, like, oh, he's from Florida. And then you'd have this like moment where, like, wow, after 5 years of wondering where Tom Petty's from, I finally found somebody who could tell me. And it wasn't like urgent life or death information to have, but yeah, before the internet, you just went about your business and then discovered stuff on your own and didn't have to worry about a lot of other stuff that's going on in the world. So blackout internet, I don't think it would be that bad. Really, there wouldn't be any more Coffee with Malcolm, but I don't have a TV station broadcasting this stuff. And public access, remember the old people get on TV and have their own little shows on public access? Yeah, I don't think they do that anymore. I don't know, maybe they do. Maybe I should get into that. It's rainy and cold in Florida. Liz can't play by the pool in the wintertime. Yeah. It's crazy how they could shut the internet off in a whole country. You just go in there like, all right, you're done. I used to do that to my kids. I would remote access the internet if they were misbehaving while I was at work and cut it off. Yeah. The ex didn't like that at all. Turn it back on. They're driving me crazy. Yeah, I spend a lot. Yeah, I used to go. I didn't go to the library that often, but I did go a few times. Good old Dewey Decimal System, finding the things you're looking for. I wasn't really into reading that much though as a kid. Just couldn't. I couldn't stay focused. Mine was like bouncing all over the place. Oh look, a squirrel. And, I couldn't stay focused on a book long enough to actually read the whole damn thing. My brother, on the other hand, he could read books all day, every day, and within a couple of days, and he still does. He has a whole collection of books. The Dewey Decimal System. Yeah, I don't think the libraries have those anymore. Just have a computer and you type in the book you're looking for and it tells you where it's at. They got rid of the little index card Dewey Decimal System. There may be some old libraries that still have theirs. Libraries. I said libraries. Libraries. Yeah. The world would end without internet. The video games. Go to the arcades. You have internet. See? There's one more little story. This couple, a fiance surprises his bride with a wedding shower at the preschool where they first met as toddlers. They're adults now, getting married. Both of them are adults. But they met as 4-year-olds at this school, and then the lady, she ended up working at that school, and he surprised her with this um, proposal type thing, and he got the little kids involved, and they all dressed up, and they went in there and all this stuff. Yeah, they met. Now they didn't stay in contact the whole time. I found that out later on in the story, which I thought was kind of a bummer. But they crossed paths again in 2021, and they hit it off, and now they're getting married. So suckers. But yeah. Using a compass and a map. I know, right? The good old map. Oh, we got to go down this without the internet. Man, GPS and all that other good stuff. But yeah, meeting somebody, knowing somebody since you were 4 years old, and then bumping into them again and saying, you know what, let's go out, have some fun, and bam. Korea has 90s internet, the dial-up. Do they have the AOL CDs that come in the mail? Do they have mail service in North Korea? I guess they would, some kind of post, way to get letters and things around. They don't have internet. I bet it's thriving over there compared to our post office. But yeah, do they get the AOL CDs in the mail that we had to deal with all the time? Remember those things? All those CDs, 500 minutes, 800 minutes. You're like, wow, that's a lot of time on the internet. No, it's not. No, it's not. I spend way too much time on the internet. An AOL CD would not get me by for a month. I would need I'd be like robbing people of theirs. Like you gotta be like crack. You gotta even those AOL CDs, man. I gotta get on the internet. The old school internet was just straight up information. Oh yeah, boring. Oh, they got Netflix in North Korea. Come on, really? I cancel my Netflix. I don't watch it that much. I like HBO better. I watch it a lot more. And Paramount Plus because it came with Walmart and they got cool shows on there. I just I got tired of Netflix and I wasn't watching it, so I canceled it. They probably got Pong, and all those little Atari games with two little tanks were shooting bullets at each other. No, that's too violent. They probably don't have that in North Korea. They, think about rising up or something. I don't know what kind of video games they would have. I imagine it'd be like the little Atari games from the early 80s or something, like late 70s. Those type of games would be available in North Korea. Yeah. Pinball machines, maybe? I don't know. In North Korea, they have all that? I don't think so. Come on, Mel. Really? I don't know. I think Mel's just pulling our legs. They don't have all that stuff in North Korea. Come on. There's no way. Oh, not North Korea. South Korea has all that. Sure, yeah, South Korea has all that kind of stuff. They're way ahead of us. Their internet was. I went there in 2008, and their internet in 2008 is as good as better than our internet we have here in the States today. Back in 2008, It was insane. You could go anywhere. There's Wi-Fi everywhere. People were on their phones and computers, and the internet was just super fast and reliable. It was amazing, and the city was just way ahead of its time compared to the United States cities and things like that. But yeah, South Korea, pretty cool place. I went there for a few weeks. I wouldn't mind going back there again. The food was great. I got to go, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and tuning in and discussing things and all that good jazz. And go get you some Cheez Whiz. Who knows? You might like it. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.